Okay, so I'm back at it again, and really quickly, this is probably not going to be a long one, but I just have to talk to you guys about this, these hairdresser things, because I'm getting annoyed. And I have found 2 good stylists and hairdressers, or like women who take care of hair, okay? In the last, like, God was like, I'm gonna bless you, because I was like, God, you gotta send me somebody better. And so she sent me these 2 girls, the 2 people, the JBZ hairstyling and Beauty by Jay Blanco. I think I'm saying it right. Trey Blanco. They're bomb. Like, those 2, like, at this point, the only people gonna be touching my head at the end of the day, because Trey Blanco is a tricologist, JBZ does crochet, and I need a crochet girl. But yeah, and I wouldn't say that I have had blessed experiences with stylists, but I've also had experiences where people play themselves. So let's talk about it. 1, your hair is your crown of glory as a woman, whether you believe it or not, whether it's short or long. Like, there's so many things in the Bible that talk about hair, right? There are, like, we know about Samson and Delilah. Obviously, hair is important to God in that situation. His hair was his glory. The Bible talks about, and I believe it's Proverbs or Song of Solomon, but I know and Song of Solomon talks about women's hair. Proverbs talk about a woman's hair being her crown of glory. So ladies, like, hair is important, your head is important, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, I don't know, because I know that Caribbean people, and I know also that Africans are also like this. I've never really heard Americans like this too much, and I don't want to like really make this a cultural thing, but it is a cultural thing too. Everybody cannot put their hands in your hair. Everybody does not have good intentions, and there are people who do stuff, they do spiritual stuff, they do it with your hair. When people are doing roots on you, when they're doing voodoo on you, when they're doing things on you, they use your hair, right? Because it's the conduit to your head, to you, to your crown. So your crown is important. So you can't just let anybody put their hands on your head. So that's the first thing. Second thing is that, and excuse me because I look a little rough because I just came back and we ain't do nothing. But that's just my vanity, forgive me, Lord. But literally, you have people who are out here in these streets, like they have hair envy, hair jealousy. They cut your hair too short when you ask for a trim. They give you a cut. You have people who don't know, who like they praying over your head and they shady as hell when they doing your hair because they mad because you asked a question, or someone who seems kind or whatever. But let me just say something. When you give money to anyone, you are covenanting with them, whether you recognize it or not. So when you give money to somebody who's doing your hair, you're covenanting with someone who's putting their hands on your hair. That's crazy, right? And we don't really think about it like that, because I don't think that most people, and I'm not saying that like I'm super spiritual, even though I am, but I'm not saying like, you know, oh, people do not take seriously their spirituality and how the spiritual world connects with the physical. So let's get back to the hair. That being said, everybody can't put their hand in your hair. Everybody doesn't mean well. And think about it. Do you ever notice that you go to one person, they do your hair, and your hair is just growing, flourishing, and everything like that? You go to someone else, there's always a problem with your hair. You went home, your hair was breaking, whatever. Hair is always going out your head. So the whole thing about, oh, my hair doesn't grow is nonsense. Your hair is growing consistently. If your hair is not retaining length, it's most likely not retaining length because you are doing a whole bunch of nonsense to it, or you don't know your hair, which is a possibility, or your hair is dry and you're not taking care of your hair. There's a lot of different reasons for that, right? But when I don't want to blame it just on the person, but the person who does your hair is important, right? That being said, stop covenanting with people to do your hair who should not be doing your hair. That's number 1. Number 2, let's talk about this coinage. I'm so sick of you guys, and I'm talking to all of you stylists and hairdressers, not to my 2, because y'all be doing the damn thing. But I'm so sick of you guys in the sense of, how are you charging people a late fee for a service they did not receive? I don't care. I understand that, like, you know, time is money and money is time, and I get it. But my thing is, if the person did not show to an appointment, for you to charge them a fee is wild, unless you're losing money, right? But to charge someone a fee for a service they did not receive is wild. And if you are somebody who is of God, you should be ashamed of yourself. And if you aren't somebody who's of God, you still should be ashamed of yourself, because at the end of the day, someone is paying you for a service. So if they did not receive a service, to charge them like some $50 or $1,000 or $100 is wild. You're greedy. That's what I'm gonna say. The other thing is, like, if someone comes late and you're charging already $400 to get your hair done, charging them a $50 fee is wild. Okay? And let me tell you something. I do not play with my hair. I will pay for some bundles. I will pay for the products. I do not care because it's the hair that grows out of my head. So I'm going to take care of it. And anything that concerns your body, you should take care of. And you should pay the money for it because it's you. It's you. You first, right? That being said, if I'm going to pay you $400 to get my hair done, you charge me $50 for late fees, wild. $25, I get it. But you already charged me $400. And then let's talk about you guys. When did you go to the hairdresser and they charge you a separate price to get your hair washed? Like, I don't get it. I don't get why is there a separate fee for hair wash? Like, I didn't come the idea that like you guys are wilding with these charges. I'm sorry. If I'm getting a weave, naturally I would think you would wash my hair. Like, I'm gonna come to the salon and you're just gonna be like, I'm putting in a weave. Because at the end of the day, you already charging $350, $400, $500, and whatever other exorbitant price it costs to get your hair done in this day and age. But to me, the idea that you want to charge all these additional fees, baby, it's wild. It is wild. And it's wild because you're already getting a crazy amount. Let's say and I'm not trying to count your money, but I'm gonna count your money right now. Let's say you do 5 heads for the day. 5 heads for the day at $250, right? 5 heads for the day, $250. You made $2,500. Nobody's getting their hair done for $250. So you know that people are getting their hair done for $300, $400, whatever. If you got 5 heads a day at $400, you just made what? Okay, maybe I can't count. Yeah. No. You made $2,000? I can't count. Whatever. 5 times 4. You made $2,000. If you had 5 and it was $250, then you made. I did that one wrong. Sorry. You made $1,250. Wrong amount. Okay, I do know how to count. So that being said, the reality is this: $1,250, whatever. You guys know you guys are doing more than 5 heads a day, and honestly, you hairdressers are making bank. Y'all make at minimum like $10,000 a week, and don't let it be summertime. People getting their hair done every day. Don't let you be doing a wedding. It's over. So I'm not trying to count your money because, hey, I don't want y'all counting my money either, okay? But the point here is stop being greedy, because you know when you do someone's hair well and you do it well, they're gonna always stick with you. What would you rather have? A moment with a person to get quick money, or a lifetime with a client who keeps coming back? You know what I mean? And then the prices are increasing. And here's the thing: if I sit down in your salon and I'm getting a service, and you tell me I have an hour and a half, and you charge me $400 for an hour and a half, I better never have a problem. To charge all this money to get your hair done, let me tell you something. A track better never come out. I better not have to come talk to you about something. Nothing better be wrong, because you're not charging me like a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a gracious person. I'm never somebody who's like, anybody who has done my hair will tell you, like, I'm not a problem. I mean, I'm particular about my head, but I'm not like, oh, you did that, you did it wrong, I'm not. Even if there's a mistake made, I'll just come back and be like, hey, can you fix this for me? Can you do this for me? Whatever the case may be. But and I'm gonna go take this a step further. It is the black hairdresser, because I look at the prices for these white folks, and I don't want no white person to do my hair because I'm black, and I need a black person touching my head because I need you to know. And no offense to the white people, because maybe you do know something, but I'm gonna stick with a black stylist, right? And someone who does hair and can take care of hair, not just a stylist. But what I'm saying is this: stop being greedy. You're adding points. Like, I remember this, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but I've always wanted to get my hair done by them because, you know, they do well with hair care. It was a little while ago. The lady is charging a separate price for a wash, a separate price for a trim, a separate price. Like, and here's the thing: I get the trim, you're charging a separate price, but like, if I come to you to get a regular wash and blow out, and then you add a trim, I should not be paying $400. I shouldn't be paying $300. If I'm just getting a wash and a blowout and a trim, I shouldn't be, a wash. You're getting a wash and a blowout, and you're getting a conditioner, and you're getting a trim, and you like just call it one thing and give it one price. But charging people $200 for a wash and a blowout and a trim and it's too much. All right, you stop being greedy, because once you have us, it's better to have quality than quantity. It's better to have a lifetime client than to have all these clients who don't come back, right? Because you want to secure your money, just like we want to secure our hair health, our hair growth, and also our style. So please stop, because y'all getting on my last nerve. And on